Mississippi Today, 2 days ago, came out with an investigative report about Brett Favre and former Governor Phil Bryant, naturally a Republican in Mississippi. Now, this has been a drip, drip, drip of information about this scumbag, Brett Favre, who, by the way, spoke out against Colin Kaepernick. This is the kind of guy who he is, though. Buddies with Donald Trump. Um, just overall selfish person. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has not turned out to be the greatest guy, but look into how he treated Aaron Rodgers as a rookie and toyed with his career and coming back and unretiring. Like, he did not make it easy on his teammates in his time in Green Bay. And essentially so in his workplace, I found him to be a difficult person to root for in Green Bay, though immensely talented. But he's quite obviously one of the scummiest NFL Hall of Famers, and he should get his gold jacket taken away for this, by the way, in history. So he has stolen something like $5 million or more, as we're finding out, in welfare funds for the poorest in Mississippi, and he stole it with the help of the governor, Phil Bryant, as a way to funnel money into a volleyball stadium for the university that his daughter attends, and I believe he also went there. So just, yeah, if you could check that, Bradley. It's right, University of Southern Mississippi. I'm like 90% sure that that's the case. Yes. Okay. So just so I'm being clear about this, Brett Favre stole at least $5 million from Mississippi welfare funds with the help of its governor, as they talk about fiscal responsibility, by the way, and as Brett Favre is worth over $100 million, in order to pay for his daughter's volleyball facility, and so he could get public credit for that, which he seemed very concerned with. And the guy's such a damn idiot. Like, so he stole $5 million from for this university, but that's not all. Like, he also received $1.1 million in payment to himself, to his pocket, which he then had to pay back, but he still owes interest on that payment. From that same fund. And like, these are just text messages of him admitting to crime, saying, are people gonna find out I did the crime, right? Like, so here's what he says. Brett Favre, if you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? And this is Nancy New, who headed this nonprofit that was a part of this. No, we never have had that information publicized. I understand you being uneasy about that, though. Let's see what happens on Monday with the conversation with some of the folks at Southern. Maybe it will click with them. Hopefully. Okay, thanks, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's really the relevant information there, is him saying... oh wait, there's something else.
Yeah, all is to say too that on the day after, Nancy New, the nonprofit head, says, "Wow, just got off the phone with Phil Bryant. Phil Bryant being the former Republican governor of Mississippi. He is on board with us. We will get this done."
Yeah.
And Favre says, "Awesome. I needed to hear that for sure."
Awesome. Like explicitly saying the governor is on board with our crime. Here we go. And I saw some people in the wake of this, some Trumpies saying, like, of course, the politicized FBI going after MAGA Brett Favre. When, I mean, it's pretty easy to go after somebody because this is a large multi-tens of millions of dollars scandal in terms of, like, how much was stolen from the mouths of the poorest in Mississippi, a city that currently does not have potable drinking water because of the greed of people like Phil Bryant and Brett Favre. But really, I mean, look, like the true scumbag are the government officials who do this. But of course, I mean, Brett's as scummy as it gets. But the point being is that the state has been under Republican control for God knows how long, and they've neglected the poorest in their state, largely black people, because of white flight. And they've done it by being a corrupt and crony state government that does things like this, where this money is paid into by taxpayers to go to poorer people. And Brett Favre and the governor and this nonprofit leader who it seems like she was involved in a bunch of shady things as well. They had no qualms about stealing it. Man, take his gold jacket away. I don't want to see Brett Favre on anything. And I'm grossed out by some of the football shows that I really love and care about. And I listen to a few that have not covered this at all yet. And I understand that, like, Deshaun Watson, everyone was covering that because of the massive amounts of allegations against him, and they should have done that. But they also should do that with this. They 100% should do that with this, because this is disgusting.